Believe in yourself. You are unique. You are special. There's absolutely no one like you. There is no one else like you in the entire world. And you are here for a divine purpose. The universe is waiting for you to awaken to the essence and the magnificence of your being. Believe in yourself. Be uniquely you. You are the perfect blueprint and image of the divine. Believe in you because the divine believes completely in you. Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. We're broadcasting from the beautiful Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums. You might know this already, but just in case some of you don't, there are meditation centers located in 110 countries around the world. So feel free to just go online and Google brahmakumaris.org and enjoy the free programs and classes that they offer on a regular basis. Today I want to talk about your 4-year-old self. Why do I want to do that? We grow old and we become so attached to the stories of trauma, sorrow, regret, shame, guilt, despair, disheartenment, loss, trauma. And that 4-year-old is still living inside of you, watching you hold on to those stories and forgetting that the beauty of your original innocence still exists in you. Are you with me on that? In the teachings of Raj Yoga meditation, the first lesson that is offered to us is to consider yourself to be a soul, this powerful, immortal light that supports the power of your innocence. Every time you practice soul consciousness, you serve that 4-year-old that is just sitting in you and looking up at you and wondering, why do you keep holding on to the past and you don't remember me? Why don't you remember me, your innocent side, your pure side, the side of you that will never leave you? Your traumas and your guilt and your shame and your regrets and your loss, it happened just one day. It just took place, was an event. And it's behind you, but yet you think of it so much all the time. I'm watching you. That 4-year-old self in you, which is your soul conscious self, it just sits in amazement within you saying, if you can think of your past, of the regret and the shame and the event that perhaps traumatized you, why can't you also remember me? I'm here. And I find that even when you do think of me, I watch you. This is your 4-year-old self talking to you now. I watch you that you think being vulnerable is being weak. But your vulnerability is a very close link to you remembering your purity and your innocence exist inside. And all I'm asking you to do as your 4-year-old self, can you think of your innocence again? Can you think of your purity again? I will never leave you. I travel with you everywhere you go. I am with you even when you're about to make the worst decision of that time. I'm trying to get your attention to look at me, to think of me, to see me, so that you don't do it. But time and time again, I've watched you. You're so focused on your regrets and your low sense of worth and your lack of faith in yourself that every time I have to try the best that I can with my 4-year-old self to pick you up. And all I'm asking of you is to talk to me some more. So in the teachings of Raj Yoga meditation, the more you practice being soul conscious, I am this pure, peaceful, loving, happy soul, then it's like the 4-year-old has come to life. And it's like you're remembering who you really are. And then I don't have to keep watching you as an observer. Just make yourself so unnecessarily miserable. It's a very intriguing narrative inside of the soul, because your 4-year-old self is your innocence. It's your purity, it's your power, it's your peace, it's your truth, it's your cart of freedom and play. But there's just this habit of just getting so trapped into the loss, the disappointment, the disheartenment. It's the body consciousness. You think of yourself as a body. You think of yourself as a gender. You think too much of yourself with the role that you're given or the title that you have. You think too much about those things. You think too much about your language, your nationality, your political party. You're thinking too much about these bodily illusions. And why I call them an illusion is that they don't stay with you forever. They're volatile, they keep changing. But your 4-year-old self just stays innocent in you, looking up at you, just wondering, why don't you talk to me some more? In Raj Yoga, this first lesson, consider yourself a soul, is humbling. It humbles you. And then it redirects your thought process, and your relationship is to sit with your 4-year-old self and give yourself some wisdom and understanding. Where there's innocence, there's a great deal of wisdom. And it's fed by your being soul conscious. Do you hear me? What would your 4-year-old self say to you right now? Even as you're listening to these words, is not your innocence in you unceasingly trying to get your attention? Talk to me. Walk with me. Build me up. Let my innocence and purity be revealed to the whole world, so that there's no more regret, there's no more disappointment, there's no more trauma. The reason why the world keeps slipping into this abyss of algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, is because there aren't enough proof. There just isn't enough proof of human beings that are emanating purity and innocence as adults. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 or 90 years old to reveal my purity and my innocence. I'm aware that my purity and my innocence is in me. It didn't leave me. I'm just not paying attention to it. It's the same for you. It doesn't matter how down you get on yourself. That innocence and purity, your 4-year-old is sitting there in a corner wondering, why don't you talk to me anymore? Why don't you just look at me? And sometimes we're scared to look at the purity that's within us, because maybe we start to become even more uncomfortable with the choices that we made that went against our purity. But that's only for a moment. It's only for a moment, and you have to see it in order to move on. But when you look at her or him, and you look at the innocence and the purity in his or her eye, and you talk to them, and you share the deepest aspects of your heart with the purity that's within you, it will come to you like a superpower, I tell you. And that superpower will emerge in ways that you will not imagine the magic that it will do for you. It will heal broken relationships. It will heal the negative thoughts in your mind. It can even heal the illnesses of the body if you deeply serve it unceasingly without interruption. You speak to the purity within you, that little 4-year-old, your soul conscious self, abundance will follow you. Happiness will become your religion. And you wonder to yourself, why did I not take more time with myself in this way? Why didn't I feed my innocence more? What was I chasing after? Those illusions are taking you nowhere. That little 4-year-old, just the sweetest little look. What? I'm here. Just talk to me. Just look at me. And so in Raj Yoga meditation, the first lesson, consider yourself a soul and remember me. God, the Supreme Soul, is essential. Because not only do you have to identify the purity and the innocence that is eternally recorded in you, in order to sustain the looking at that beautiful purity in you, you need God's light to give you the power to maintain it in a world that is becoming one without light. Because if you don't keep your connection with Source, the influence of the world, of individual, influenced, empowered by anger, lust, greed, attachment, and ego, will only get the best of you. It'll take you away from that focus of the innocent, like it has. And so for now, what you really have to keep doing is to focus your attention on your spirit of innocence, the purity that is within you, that is this eternal child that just sits there in the corner waiting for you to talk to it. To just have a day with your innocence, spend the day with your 4-year-old self and see how your day is going to unfold. It'll be like nothing you've had in a long time. You feel free. You feel safe, nurtured, protected, powerful, loving, happy, creative, easy, light, sweet. It's unending, isn't it? Okay, I hope that you've taken some benefit from the sharing this morning. Just talk to your 4-year-old self a little bit more. Don't leave him or her in a corner. Don't be afraid of facing your 4-year-old self and feeling ashamed of the choices or decisions that you've made, because without facing your 4-year-old self, you won't stop making those choices. Yes, it'll feel a little uncomfortable at the beginning, but it's only for a moment. It's much better than walking with that ugly energy of disillusionment, a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-esteem and value, and trying to deflect it by all the makeup, nails, hair polish, eyelashes, lipstick, Hugo Boss suits, Rolls Royce. I'm not saying those things are wrong. I'm just saying you try to deflect it with Botox, tummy tuck, this tuck, hair extensions, this, trying to show the world that you're doing okay. And the 4-year-old self sits there and just says, but I'm so much more beautiful than all of that. Why are they doing that? Wasting so much money, and they could put it to charity. The 4-year-old self has this natural innate beauty. It doesn't need all of that deflection. And so the more you serve your soul-conscious self, your part of innocence, your 4-year-old self, you don't live anymore based on the opinion of others on you. You're free. You're completely free. You and God are one, and the world is yours. Wherever you go, you're not a stranger. Whoever comes in front of you, they're not strangers. They're family. Let's take a moment to meditate. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti. As I sit here in quiet reflection, I'm reminded how my thoughts create my reality. I've accepted that I am what I am because of what I think. So what if for this moment I choose to let go of my various attachments to physical forms that have limited my potential and my capacity? What if I chose to be free from limitations of thinking? So just for a little while, I invite you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And imagine for a moment, what if I no longer had an attachment to my name? How would that feel? What if I let go of the awareness of the gender? What if I let go of the roles that I play, the titles that I own? What if I decided to release thinking of myself as a religion, a language, a nationality? What if I choose to just let go of the name, gender, role, title, religion, language, nationality, and let go of the awareness of the body? How would I feel? Who would think of me in this awareness? And who would I think of? I would think of God. And God's remembrance would fall on me. And I, the living soul, would be completely free. Let me just sit in this moment for a little longer and just be free. Now gently bring back the awareness of your gender, language, nationality, title, role, name, religion, whatever. Bring it back to your awareness and see if you can bring the experience of freedom and peace as you go out into the world and play your various parts. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So, beautiful meditation for beautiful souls in beautiful times. Let's see if chat can actually even figure out what I was saying. I just wanted you to know that I was introducing to you the purity that is within you. And the more you face that purity that is in you, the better choices you're going to make. Life will just open up for you. You won't have a lot of recordings of regret or disappointment. You'll be just free. Santosh, what does our awakened intelligence say about what would your 4-year-old self tell you? See, it's so innocent here. Your 4-year-old self would probably tell you to embrace curiosity, enjoy the simple things, and find joy in every moment. It might also remind you to be kind, stay playful, my favorite, and not to take life too seriously. You don't need to take life so seriously. You are an actor on the world stage playing out your part. Wonderful. All right, talk about being playful. Talk about somebody who let her 4-year-old self live through her every moment. Here is the Sister Gita effect. Enjoy.
The idea that the soul in its perfect state or its pure state is full of beauty, full of everything. And for those of us who have experienced that, that is a feeling of super satisfaction, what they call super sensuous joy. However, at this point in time, there are 12 diseases of the soul. I must have more. This is the disease of addiction. That belongs to me, the disease of blindness. I have lost everything so precious, the disease of the heart. Something terrible is about to happen. This is the disease of paralysis. They should do what I want. This is called the disease of insanity. I don't deserve such kindness. The disease of diabetes. I have done something wrong, so I am bad. This is the disease of being crippled. Oh no, not them again. The disease of allergy. Wait till I tell them. This is the disease of incontinence. I need to know more. The disease of indigestion. I am always right. This is the disease of arthritis. Can't do love. It's just not me. The disease of asthma. And these are things to ponder on. Arthritis, rigid. I'm always right. Incontinence, always want to know and talk about, gossip. Allergy. Oh no, not them again. Avoidance. So think about this and set yourself free. So the question here is, can you be okay in yourself without being approved of, accepted, and applauded by others? Can you live contentedly without needing to know you have a great reputation in the eyes of others? Can you still be calm and cool in the face of any criticisms that may come your way? Can you build a relationship free of any kind of psychological neediness within that relationship? If you can't say yes to all of the above, then you will be free of one of the most common dis-ease of the soul, and you will suffer no more. Om Shanti.
So lovely. Wonderful, wonderful and beautiful Sister Gita. Here's our Avyak signal, which we usually get from above, and today's theme and thought. Through being aware of the three aspects of time, everything has a beginning, middle, and end. Remain fully cooperative with all souls. And even though a soul has a weakness, because every soul has a limitation in their character, keep uplifting them. Do not imbibe their limitation or their weakness, but instead continue to offer benevolent feelings so that they can finish their weakness. Wow. Just have to love those points, huh? Oh, so everyone, I hope that today's sharing has really touched your heart and opened up your mind. Stay focused on the good things. Life is going to give you curved balls. It's going to try to knock you down. It's going to make you believe that you're not worthy enough and set limits on your capacity and your potential. Okay. But quietly hold the hand of your 4-year-old self. Keep walking together. And recognize that in your purity and your spirit of innocence is great power, great wisdom, great happiness. Thanks so much for joining us today, and just in order to really keep your story clear in your head so that that attachment doesn't warp your interpretation, just keep loving people. Keep loving everyone the same. I guarantee it, you'll see the benefit of this. You won't be sabotaged by people and their lack of giving you what you feel you deserve. And you won't self-sabotage yourself because you don't feel worthy enough to be loved purely. Practice loving everyone the same. Your attachment will reduce, and your wisdom, intelligence, and love will increase. Thanks for joining us on the next normal. I'll see you again really soon.